things look bad, and it looks like you're not gonna make it, and you gotta get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
We don't make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Right, good evening everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. Welcome to Bill. Welcome to whoever else is there, Semi-Pro and anybody else I might have missed in the chat. Coldest Pillow, good luck in your match. We've got that match between Coldest Pillow and Tommyy. Going to start in about 3.5 to 4 minutes time on the one loss side. Having a quick look at the bracket, we can see that Larry has his match arranged with Quagmire. Larry will be the favourite to come through, and if that's the case, the winner of tonight's match will be very likely to be playing Larry. Although again, strange things can happen. It would be a surprise if Larry didn't get through that match against Quagmire. Looking at the schedule, now you can let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear. We have the match tonight. We have Larry and Quagmire tomorrow night at the same time, which is 7 PM GMT, 2 PM Eastern, 11 AM Pacific, or West Coast. We've got Spudboy and Chiku on Thursday night, midnight my time. Needless to say, I'm back at work on Friday, so I won't be covering that one. Then we have One Pocket Slim and Semi-Pro at 7 PM this Sunday evening. And then the next match after that is next Tuesday evening, which again is my day off, or the start of my days off, and that's at 8:30. And that match between Albinario and Spectre Dawn, let's have a look, will be to decide who is first into the hot seat match. If we look above at the top end of the bracket, we've got Mr. Fox, who went through against, who did he go through against? Hang on a minute. Right, so Spudboy forfeited against Paul, so it's Mr. Fox against Bullabog for the other spot in the hot seat match. So things are getting down to business now. Of course, there's losers still to come across. You've got that match. I don't know whether Spudboy is going to play that match either against Chiku, but Chiku's still going to be the strong favourite in that. You've got Hyseric waiting on the winner of that match, and Bill out in his own sim at the moment, waiting on the winner of Christian and Cobra. I've decided it's going to be Cobra. Right now, I'm going to have a quick tab. Just have a quick look. Hang on. Right, there's no sign of Steve there if he's intending to join us. Not at the moment, and we're almost on the top at the back of the room. May well be up. Let's get in. Welcome to Mr. Deanster, just in time. Coldest Pillow on the right hand side, and race to 13, of course. I said maybe I got it wrong. I was wafting through the bracket so quick. I'll have a closer look at the end of this match. Welcome to Potman. So Coldest Pillow won the lag, got a ball, no shot though. Right. I'll do one more quick tab just in case he's arrived. I'll do that now. Hang on. Right, well, he's still not there, so he's obviously got held up, or he's busy, or he's forgotten about it, or he's gone out, or whatever. Yeah, you're right, Bill. I missed that one. Stubbs been messaging me all day to get the ban lifted. That's going to be a missed call, unless he called a safety. So, no doubt if Steve arrives, he'll either appear in the chat or he'll appear in the room. Well, I reckon that Tommyy should be the favourite for this match. He might move the ball slightly better. Yeah, you're right as well, Potman. I think at the end of the day, it's probably pretty pointless calling it. Welcome to Cobra as well. And so Steve is awake. He has arrived. So we'll just get him in. Just be a second. Hang on. Back in a minute.
Tonight's one-loss side match is Coldest Pillow versus Tommyy. This is VP4TV. Your commentators are 9ball.com and Super Admin. Hit that like button and subscribe to join in the chat.
Welcome to Steve.
Good evening. Looks like we've got a interesting matchup today. We've got Coldest Pillow, who's usually in the stream watching.
Yeah, and I've got Tommyy as favourite in terms of moving the cue ball, though having said that, he might have got himself in trouble.
You just thought that, and he screwed up. You've got a lot of power.
No, he's I think he's on it. He's okay.
Bill's calling this for Coldest Pillow. Cobra's saying 13-8 Tommyy.
Uh-oh, and you might be right, Bill. Because that's a poor one.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure he's got a shot here. I think it ran too far. Yeah, he's playing the kick. Now this one you want to hit with speed. If you miss it on the short rail with speed, it'll come around the table and go up table.
Now he might be happy with that as a result. I mean, it could have finished worse than that.
Well, that's the thing. On a lot of these kick shots where you're not going to be able to get cover, a lot of times when you look at them, you just go, well, how do I get the balls to separate? And that's what you want, is the balls to separate, and, speed is usually the answer.
Good evening to Brain Fill Out.
Is he going to cut this or bank this? He's going to
bank. That's dead weight. That is beautiful. That is nice absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Brain Fill Out's here.
I really liked the pace that he played that bank at. Always gave it every chance to go in.
So this is a loser's match.
Yeah, and I've already decided who they're going to be playing. And I've already said who it's going to be, and I've immediately forgotten who I said it was going to be. Somebody will remind me.
So we've got 2 matches tomorrow. I won't be here for the early one. The late one I can probably, hopefully, Budboy and Chico, hopefully Slim can stream that, and I'll hop in his stream.
Well, going by previous efforts by Spud Boy, I'm reckoning that he might bail out on it. Or he might quit during it as well, or forfeit it, because Chiku's should be too strong for him. Watch the cue ball. This is heading south.
Boy. Yeah, that's kind of a bad rub there, but, you know, it's a little out of control, but, you know, he didn't have to get that kind of rub off the ball. And I probably would have slid out and hit that in the corner, but, you know, shooting in the side pockets, there's a lot of situations where you want to take the side pocket shot. I would on that one. Coldest pillow, he's playing nice simple pool here, which I like. He hadn't done anything. He got a little funny here, but he's still okay. Got to bunt this or go back and forth. On VP, there'll probably be a bunt. Go back and forth, but he lets the cue ball go. Need a little bit of right English on that to hold the cue ball. See, if you watch me play, I would have hit that the right way, and then but missed the ball. And look where he's breaking from. That is, you can't get him further over the net. Oh boy, that 3 ball just rattled in the corner. Let's see, I don't hear Hugh. Did I?
Yeah,
did I mess up?
I'm just letting you carry on at the moment, Steve. I'm checking my emails.
I was afraid I had pressed the button accidentally again and turned your volume down. And look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to end up with a missed call. Now, this is a pretty easy kick. You call the 3 ball here. I mean, you can make this a lot of different ways. You can kick off the 1, and playing it with a cue ball isn't great because you could scratch, but that's the easy shot. The other problem is cue ball is going to sit right there unless you really hit this hard. Oh, well, that's one solution to the problem. Just hit the 6 ball right off the bat. Oh, we've got Stub in the house.
Yeah,
Stub is in the house.
Semi-pro just waiting for him to arrive to mute him.
Stub is I think you're getting off the ban tomorrow.
Yeah,
maybe it's tonight. I don't remember when your ban ends.
He's been hounding me all afternoon about it.
Well, it's due to run out here before too long, I think, isn't it? Let me take a look. Let me tell you exactly when it's going to be.
Oh, so you can tell exactly. Well, tell Stub for God's sake, and then he knows.
Let's see. You were kicked on the 20th.
Well, this is 23rd.
4:38 p.m. for 72 hours. So you're
another
close.
2 hours.
You've got about 2.5 hours left.
There you go.
And well, we've got a bedhead here or a safety, one or the other. This is a pretty easy safety if he wants to play safe. He's going to fire away, and that's a pretty good shot. And he's got the same shot again. It's another thin cut on the 4 ball. This shot's easier than it looks.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. They might be actually stuck on this with no shot.
Take that, Tommy.
Yeah. That's one way of getting a safety.
Yeah, let's see what he decides to do with this. So this is a little bit tricky. You could rub this gently and go up table and try to put him on the same long rail. That's a tough shot. Looks like he hit it pretty good.
Yep, that'll do it. That's a pretty good result.
That was actually a pretty cool shot he played there.
Now, I think you have to go with a tiny feather of right English here if you're going to go inside the 8-ball to get that 4. I'm not convinced that the line is right.
Yeah, you got to hold it for sure. You got to hold it a little bit.
Yeah, he's not. He's hitting a plain ball. He's that little feather of right. You see it? Well, he's got it. He's got it.
See how he played that? That's a good way to play safe. He just didn't hit it hard enough or hit it thin enough because you could get him on the 10. I saw Jeff Ignacio play that safe once in a very difficult situation. It was pretty cool.
Well, this is where if you're brave enough and you trust your mouse, you're comfortable, you'd roll right in the 10 here off that 4. I'd be playing it. But I think he can pot this 4. He's going to have to dig in, though, to get back across for the 5. And that's well done. Nice angle. And he's got to be out. These are the type of tables that, given the chance like this, you must put away. If you don't, it's a big fail. If you're at this stage in the tournament.
I got to send a message to my team.
What does the message say, Steve? Bring the popcorn.
See, Chimpy Summer Brain Bedhead.
That's just leaking away a bit. This is now a wee bit more of a test because he's got more of a cut angle on it than he would have liked.
Why am I not finding Bedhead?
Well, he's played it nice. Oh dear. I'll tell you something, that was a bit of a numpty shot there he just played. That was proper numpty. He nearly followed that 10 ball in. Oh, he would have looked a proper fool doing that. That's what somebody in their first week of virtual pool does. But it's a lead for Coldest Pillow.
Why can't I write a message to Bedhead? What's going on here?
Well, he's not in your team, is he?
Let's see what's the problem. Yeah, Bedhead's on my team.
Are you sure?
Positive. Haven't you ever looked at my team lineup?
No, but I never noticed Bedhead unless he was a late call-up.
Oh, he's been on it from the beginning.
See, I can jinx you over the airways, so I can. Well, this is not going to be much good. Tommy's got himself in bother. Easy kick, obviously. And again, the strange thing is he never called the side pocket there. That could have been in, but he's got away with it. Need to bend this a bit. Not too much, though. And that is not a bad result either. It could have finished much worse than that. It's not left anything simple. But this is going to open out and come past the 5. Again, there's a reasonable opportunity to... I don't know whether he can push that past the 9. What line he can get to push it past the 9. Well, he's managed to. Tommy's still going to be kicking, I think. I don't know whether you can see enough of an edge there in that too. You can't see anything of it. So Coldest Pillow's doing the right thing, keeping it tight if he can, and trying to make the most of opportunities he's getting from these safeties, and that might be one. He's on the 2. That's going to have to roll though. Oh, he's done himself straight off the bat.
Okay, my message is sent.
That'll be a missed call. Tommyy will have a go at the cut down the rail in this 3 ball. Now these have been proving a problem, similar to the 9 balls that we had in that match the other night with Bill and Matt. But Tommy's nailed it. That needs to bounce, because this is tough. This is what you don't want. You're in 2 minds here. Your mind is on making the cut properly and then watching what you're doing with the cue ball. And dead easy to overcut it. I think he just played it plain ball, and of course he scratched as well. So another bonus attempt, but this is 2 goes that Coldest Pillow's now had to get this rack put on the board. So all he needs to do here is make sure he's spinning down the table. That's all you need to worry about. Needs to keep opening out. This is, again, it's no good. It's not where you want to be. That's, you're still marking that in the card. It's 2 good opportunities, and the positional play side of it is what's letting him down at the moment. He's having to dig out pots, and that's a good recovery. But you don't want to have to keep doing them all night. You don't want to do it the stub way, having to keep digging out pots, because you're going to run out of them sooner or later. But after the second attempt, he's got the job done, and we've now got that little glimpse of daylight.
And I'm having to do support. I got a lot of support.
That's dry. Tommyy with no shot in the 1, other than just trying to kick it safe. And, well, the 9 ball is really preventing the 1 ball from getting away from there, so you have to get the cover behind the 6, and he has done. Well, I mean, that was not difficult to hit, but Tommy's missed it completely. So once again, these are vital. Now, he should be all right, so he's rolling through, but there's a couple of ways to get to the 2 ball, simple enough. You just don't want to roll through too far doing this, because you want to have a nice angle to hold for the 3. Now, the main concern here is a 5 ball and what line this cue ball is going to take, because that 5 ball could end up interfering here. A bit like that, apart from the fact he's also missed a 2. So everything about that shot went wrong. Hooked himself behind a 5 and didn't get the 2 in the hole. So again, there's chances here for Coldest Pillow, and if you're going to be surviving later in the tournament, wow. Tommyy, I think, had a little bit of spin in that cue ball there to get it out for the 3, but the speed he played it at, the cue ball was going way offline by the time it reached the 2, and that's why he left it rattling in the jaws. So again, for the second rack in a row, we've got Coldest Pillow on a second attempt at trying to win this rack. Now this is where you have to you have to be brushing up on the clinicalness of your game and take these opportunities as and when you get them. And when you start needing 2 and 3 goes to win racks, you ain't going to be going much further in the tournament. You've got to be more clinical. That needs to keep running. So immediate problem here with this cut angle in the 5. The cue ball wants to run away. Yeah, that's going to be not comfortable at all, this shot. I mean, it's off the rail. But it's all or nothing for the pot.
Brain Fellows responded, and he is in. He is in the lineup. All right, I gotta go get some coffee. I'll be right back. You hold down the fort.
Well, not a bad result for Tommy there. I don't know whether is this. That's really tight to be trying to cut it in to a side pocket at that angle. He's called safety. Will be trying to duck behind the 9 again. No. Well, the mistake will either come soon enough or somebody will have a go at something. And this isn't the one to have a go at a bank or anything, because that's not sitting good for a bank. And it's tricky to get this, to get the cue ball safe, because you want to skim off the 7 and go away, but the side pocket's in the way. Well, I think Tommy took a shot at. I can't believe he played the bank, because it was no good as a bank. They never called it either, I don't think. Watch the cue ball. Well, it's had a nice little bump there. Welcome to Sergaresh. Good evening. Yeah, you'd have to, because it was, you know, it wasn't in line for a comfortable bank, that ball. Well, if Coldest Pillow sharpens up on opportunities he's getting, then he could run away with this match. I mean, he's already 4-1. And if you're in Tommy's corner, he needs to tighten up. Tommy, I don't think Tommy's really been in control of any table yet. And that doesn't help either. He's come up dry. And this thin cut in the 1, you're going to put the cue ball in the region of the 2 ball somewhere. You just need to maybe get a lucky rub here. A bit like that. I mean, that couldn't have landed any better. That's absolutely perfect. I don't know. Oops, wrong button. Let's have a look at the 4 ball. Now, that 4 ball doesn't comfortably go. It goes in off the jaw if the cue ball's sitting here. That's comfortable. But it's by no means comfortable at this distance. And he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball other than stop it. He doesn't want to do anything else other than that. So now 5 to 6. The 6 ball. The danger here, of course, is that the 8 ball's in the way to try and bunt something forward. It's a bit straight to try and run forward. And the other thing is the control, especially where the 10 ball is. So now he's running away from the 8. Now he can just drop this in dead weight and he'll finish up about there. Somewhere like that. And that will do. So the only thing you don't do here is scratch up table. So he's hit it at a nice pace. Well, it's looking good as far as racks 1 at the moment for Coldest Pillow. 5-1 lead. Tommy's got to apply a bit of pressure here. He's got to come up with some sort of response, but of course it doesn't help when he's getting dry brakes either. And Coldest Pillow is doing the opposite. He's got balls in the brake. What went there? The 2, the 3, the 6. He's got a thin cut in the 1, and he's got a, I don't know, I think he can miss the 9, and I don't know that the 4 goes though. Yes, it does. Now that bump has left Tommyy fairly straight in the 1. There is a slight angle, so he's got to run out here. Wide open table. He's left that short. He could have done with coming down past the 9. I mean, okay, he's got an angle to get up the table, but you know, you're leaving yourself little testy ones to stay at the table. Well, Tommyy has gone wrong straight away. He's hit the 8 ball and now he's dead in the water, and that doesn't help.
Well, that's not very good there.
Well, this is a cutback bank if he wants to take it on. This is all or nothing. But it could be a bonus rack here for Coldest Pillow, because Tommyy should have been out there. And that's just going to go at the middle of the short rail. Again, it's left it awkward for Tommyy. Very difficult to keep things safe when there's only 4 balls on the table and lots of acreage to cover.
I would play off the right side of that ball, because you definitely can get safe using the 8 ball. That's a big ball.
Well,
I mean, it's a huge
bank
ball, because you can't go between the 8 and the rail.
That's a tight bank though if you're going to play that. That 8 ball's taking a chunk out of the pocket. I don't know whether he wants to risk it. Well, this is the one for Tommyy. If he can nail this one, he doesn't have to worry about getting on the 8. But that was intended to be right across onto the long rail there, that 7 ball, and it's like 2.5 feet short.
Yeah, not the best speed. I think he was trying to put the cue ball on the 10 too.
Tommyy taking his time. I think he's making doubly sure he gets this done. And that's, like, again, he could have done with just getting out to be more comfortable. I mean, you don't expect him to miss this, but so Tommyy is going to be breaking next rack. And a chance to eat into this deficit pretty quickly. He needs to stay in touch. Doesn't want to be getting to the desperate stage where he's having to take on everything. But even when he gets desperate, he shouldn't be doing stuff like that. You've got to play the table as it is and do the right shot at the right time. And this time, he's got a ball. 6 ball has gone. Bit of a little dodgy cut in the 1. But he should be on the 2 if he can avoid the traffic. There's a path. Well, maybe not, looking at that line. They might want to try and just nudge this in. Yeah, just nudge it in rather than running anywhere. Oh dear, he's got a nudge off the 5 though. And it's just not falling into place here for Tommyy to get settled. He's ended up having to dig himself out a hole on too many occasions here. And trying obviously to keep it safe. It's going to scratch. So again, Coldest Pillow, all in hand. But a bit more of a test for him. In fact, I don't even think he's trying to get, well, from that position he wasn't trying to get down to the 3. Yeah, he's just going to stick him in the 8. And again, I've not a problem with that. That's probably what I'd end up doing. Because the 5 ball is a major problem to get to, especially with the 4 ball almost glued to the long rail. Well, that cue ball should have been right on top of that 8 ball there.
Yeah, I mean, with this kind of situation, when you got all those balls down there, you can hit the 2 ball over by that 5-7. It's a good opportunity to 3 foul. That's just not good enough. Well, maybe it is good enough.
Missed the kick again.
So is he on 2 now?
Yeah, he's on 2. And he could nail him to the 7. Although, if he doesn't nail him to the 7, trying that, then Tommy's got a much easier kick. You know, the 2 ball's a much bigger target if it goes to the short rail.
I actually like putting him on the 5. And the reason why, it's a harder shot, but you can get a better lock-up safe.
And Coldest Pillow hasn't got the cover.
No.
And now he's in trouble himself.
Yep, that's a nice little play there.
And this is what Tommyy needs to be doing as well. He needs to get it really tight and put, you know, force Coldest Pillow into digging out shots. Try and turn the tables on him. Make this a match. And also it's a test for Coldest Pillow to see how the nerves hold out. Because Coldest Pillow's not been in a big tournament like this, I don't think.
That's a foul.
Yep, no ball to a rail after contact. So now Tommy's got his reward, but he's still got the problem. I mean, the 5 ball's now open to 1 pocket and also the side pocket and down table here, but it's about getting there that's the problem. Now, as you want to try, see, he's too close to the rail for comfort here, because you might try and he could have tried to maybe bump the 4. But then again, you don't know where the 4's ending up. But he's managed to dig in and hold it. So here's the big test. Get good in the 5. You should be good to be out.
Yeah, the way to hit that shot is when you've got a ball on a rail like that at that angle, that's not, well, obviously you don't want to end up there. But the way you hit that shot is you aim a little thick. You hit it with left English and aim a little thick. You know, you're going to use the throw to twist it down the rail.
Well, that's a missed call, and Tommyy will be put back in. Now, does Coldest Pillow want to put him back in? Well, yes, he has. Now, this is a decision that could make or break.
It's a pretty easy kick, although the biggest problem with it is the 7 doesn't go by the 10. I mean, if you could just roll this and make it and shoot the 7, you'd be golden. But you got to hit this with more speed because it doesn't go. I mean, you can play a 7-10 combo, but that's not easy. Yeah, this is an easy kick. He looks like he's going wide.
Yeah,
he hit it hard enough that it shortened up. That's a nice shot. He played for the shorten with that speed. Unfortunately, he didn't get much of a reward.
Yeah, the 7 doesn't go. There's no room there for that. So now he has to work out. Again, you can overcut the 7, send it to the short rail, bring the cue ball down to the long grass. You might be leaving a bank, but it's much better than hanging it over a hole for Coldest Pillow.
He's going to shoot it. And this is what I would do. I'd shoot at it. I'd kind of bias my aim to be thin, so that if I miss it, overcut, but I wouldn't jack up on it. I would roll this.
Oh, what a shot that was! What a shot! And that's
he hit
that's
that
a rack
good.
winner. That is a really good shot.
Well, Tommy's a good ball potter. I mean, he's...
Well, that might just get him settled down a wee bit. Especially if, you know, he can maybe get into this next rack, because Coldest Pillow's going to be breaking. A wee bit of pressure on him in terms of having a good table or leaving nothing on for Tommy, because what Coldest Pillow doesn't want to do is let Tommy get settled into it. He wants to keep up the pressure if he can, and it is looking dry. But I think it's reasonably safe as well. Yeah, Tommy can't get any of that one ball. So now where's he going to push? Well, he's looking around so far. Nothing's been called yet. Well, he is pushing, and that, I don't know. Has he left a clean hit in this too? This one? No, he hasn't. And Coldest Pillow's giving it back again. Yeah, that's why you've just got to keep trying everything different. You know, if 2 or 3 of them work fine, you stick with it. Then when it doesn't work, you don't keep sticking with it thinking it will work. You've got to just keep changing up, slight adjustments, where you're breaking from, what you're putting in the cue ball, and whether you're using amp or not. A lot of times you don't need it, because Steve was talking about, doing a softer break. Try the softer break. If you've got more than one brake cue, try changing it for the lower powered brake cue and see what happens. Was that the one where you tried the Larry brake, just coming straight back into the short rail at the bottom? That's the Larry brake. Well, there's... let me have a look at the angle he's got here. He's calling the bank, but I think the 2-ball sort of almost in the way, a bit like that. Commentator's eye thought the 2-ball was in the way. Now here's where Coldest Pillow should be in trouble here. I think he's got to try and squeeze past that 5-ball. That's a bit tight going at this angle. In fact, he's going all out for the pot. Well, he's going to be in bother here now, Tommy, I would think, unless Coldest Pillow's going to try something crazy. And that's not really got him in bother. I mean, this is easy just to hit and catch half the one just like that and leave it safe. Well, try the... I don't know, none of these tried the Wanwa brake. Try the Wanwa brake. Top right English, not a lot of it. And a slight cut brake, and see what happens. Because it worked for him.
Although he has the most brake fouls.
Yeah, well, we didn't mention that, but Spectre Don, he was in the lead as far as that goes. Now that's a good shot.
Oh no, I think Wanwa beat him, didn't he? Didn't Wanwa have more brake fouls than Spectre Don?
Maybe no, Spectre Don was top. He was top of the league with what was it, 6 or 5, and Coldest Pillow's got the hit.
Yeah, Cobra, you were breaking great.
Oh, look at this.
It's just the rest of it that was shite.
Look at this for a result.
Yeah, no, this is a, this is definitely a makeable shot. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of room for error.
Oh, he's just
You
trying to
make
roll
it.
it dead. That's catching the jaw, isn't it? Right.
Well, yeah, that was pretty hard to do, a clean hit and not make the ball.
Just caught it too much on the left-hand side. A fraction the other way, that probably got in off the jaw.
Coldest Pillow has an interesting player picture.
I can't work out what that is. Is it a dragon?
It's a dragon attacking some kind of nuclear missile from, looks like Wales.
Oh, that'll be...
Isn't that the Welsh flag on that missile? It's
well,
like green and white with looks like some kind of dragon on it.
It is a Welsh flag. You're correct. It certainly is. And the Welsh dragon.
You would think that I would never know that, but I did. So I guess Coldest Pillow is Welsh. Is that he's a Welshman?
I don't know. Let me have a look. Well, he's got the Welsh flag.
Well, I guess that's probably why.
I wonder if he's from Llandfawr, Gwyngyth, Golgerith, Llandrobwth, Llantysilio, Gogo. Or whether he's from Cardiff.
You need to cough up that whatever it is you got stuck in your throat.
That's a place in Wales, Steve. Up near the Isle of Anglesey.
I'm impressed you can even say that.
Llandfawr, Gwyngyth, Golgerith, Llandrobwth, Llantysilio, Gogo.
And how long did you have to practice that before you could say it?
Not that long. Only needed to hear it 2 or 3 times. I'm quite adaptable when it comes to that. Hence why I'm fluent and stubbish. Right, well, Tommy, here you go.
Well, you know what the good news is? This match will be over before Stub is unbanned.
6 ball, he's got to play that into the side because there's a gap there to do it, and I don't think he's got many other options. Now, what he really wants to do is this is not going to be any good.
Well, he got the wrong angle here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very difficult to hit the 7. I don't think he can.
Well, that at least is...
that's going to work.
It's going to give Coldest Pillow something to think about. He might just brush this a tad.
This is tricky. This is actually pretty tricky here.
Oh, is it Coldest Pillow's birthday now? You kept that quiet.
You might as well play the combo. I think playing safe here is difficult. You're going to give up something here. I mean, you may not give up an easy shot, but it's hard to play safe off that.
Well, if this spins around the corner like that and goes behind the 10, that'll do it.
That's a beauty. Well,
I mean,
that's a hard safe to play because if you don't get the hook, you've sold out.
And he's going to have... He's got a shot.
Look at this. Well, okay. Well, he's happening there.
Well, we know what the danger is.
Kind of flat here. The 3-railer kind of flat. So, he's not going 3 railers.
This is dangerous.
Oh, he's going to shoot this up table. Yeah, I wouldn't want a shot.
Watch that jaw.
Between the jaw and the 8 ball.
Yeah,
and he just hits it perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how you think you've hit that perfectly, nip, it just catches a point.
Well, happy birthday to Coldest Pillow. And what is the Coldest Pillow?
I don't know, I haven't a clue.
Probably a snowbank. That's been my experience. A snowbank's a pretty cold pillow.
So, 3-rack lead again. Coldest Pillow. Tommy's great, gets a ball.
He's got a ball, he's got a shot. Everything looks good. This is a table Tommy should run out. Yeah, Coldest Pillow's taking it too, Tommy.
Oh, I need to bump that, because that was just messing there. Now, can Get
He's
enough
got
of
an
it.
edge. I'm not sure. I think it.
No.
I think he may overcut this.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that because there's no way he can get enough of that to pot it. In fact, he might bump behind it.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And that was
a
the
pretty
right
good
shot.
play there. Yeah.
That was the right shot. What the hell's Bill talking about? Somebody explain that to me. Cold, this pillow is made
by
my pillow.
I didn't realize they had something called Coldest pillow. My Pillow is a company in the U.S. that's
Is it? Ah,
somewhat controversial because the guy that owns it is he gets into all the politics and stuff, so it's kind of a crazy thing with his company.
Oh, that's why I couldn't work out what Bill was talking about. Yeah, I understand it now. Yeah.
Coldest pillow, but I mean, Coldest Pillow wouldn't know about that because
No,
he's
no,
from
no,
Wales.
no.
He wouldn't know anything about My Pillow. That must be a coincidence, Bill. I can't believe he knows about My Pillow.
Well, watch that 9-ball because that could interfere here. He's overcut it by quite a margin. No.
How about make the 3-ball?
He's left it on.
Let's see. Can he stop it? He's going to have to back this up or roll. He'll roll forward. I would roll forward on this every time because that's reliable. Backing it up is not.
Yeah, you've got a huge gap there up the rail to get to the 4. I mean, that's a simple shot without trying any acrobatics. Just a little roll, dead weight roll. Here we go, he's winding up for something here. The old VP4 escape route.
That's just a poor choice, though, because he could have just rolled forward, and then he's got an easy shot on the 4 and off the rail for the 5.
Well, I think he's still got that in mind, but I mean, this cue ball could end up anywhere if he doesn't get the pace right.
Oh no, it's just going to go back and forth, but you know, you got to get the back and forth. There you missed the shot. Right. I mean, that's just that was just a really poor decision on the 3-ball.
Exactly. You know, why try and be a hero when the simple shot is staring you in the face and you end up leaking a rack because of that? Well, Tommy still finished the wrong side of the 5 here, so he's going to go the long route here.
Well, Bill, I think you're the only one that I've seen, but he better start playing better than that. I mean, Tommy's playing as bad as I've seen Tommy play, and Coldest Pillow's not taking advantage.
I am completely baffled by the last shot that Tommy played. Did he forget the 6-ball was on the short rail in the bottom here because he made no attempt to get round to the 6-ball? Whatever thought he was going to cut that from there? I don't believe that.
If you guys haven't noticed, I'm going to beat people up a lot more for bad decisions than I will for poor execution.
Well, that you know, I mean, here's Coldest Pillow back at the table when he's shooting at a sniff after what he'd done, and Tommy's just blown it.
Coldest Pillow seems to be trying to play pretty simple. I mean, most of his shots, he's playing pretty simple position, and then he does that thing with the 3-ball, which I just didn't get.
Well, Tommy's
got a pretty healthy lead. I mean,
he's leaked a rack there. Tommy's leaked a rack there because he didn't run the cue ball to get down onto the 6. I mean, fair enough, it probably would have been heading to the short side and possibly scratching, but that was still a far better shot than what he did.
He's going to shoot at this, and this is a reasonable shot to shoot at. You got to watch the side pocket.
That's going to get there. Watch the cue ball, though.
I mean, I would have put English on that one way or another, either outside or inside, because you either had to go to the long rail or hold it to miss to not get hooked by the 6. And it's not going to get away with this one.
Right. Well, I'm a bit scared to say anything about what Tommy's going to end up doing here, but he's got a table for a player of his level. He should be finding the way out. The main concern is the angle that he's going to end up on this 6 ball and how he's going to play the 7. So the 6 ball doesn't go past the 9. So he ain't playing it down here. So he's going to try and come up middle of the table, 6 on the side, and get around the corner. In fact, it's even. This is not great.
Yeah, he can play the 7 in the side pocket.
He's just got to get this sort of dead weight.
Yeah, he can just play the 7 in the side.
And he's overhit it.
Overhit it. Now it's going to be the 7, possibly in the corner.
Yeah. And a little roll through. So again, he's got nothing to do other than just let this roll out and not scratch in the side. And he's played that decent enough. But has he potted the 7?
Oh, bank shot. Semi-pro picked him too. Okay, so we got 2 guys that picked Coldest pillows.
Well, I picked Tommyy as well because he should be the better player at moving the ball. But he's made far too many mistakes.
Well, it's looking like it's going to be an exciting match, which everybody loves, close matches. We've had quite a few of them in this tournament.
Right, 4 ball left side pocket. Now, that 10 ball's just interfering with the 1, but has he got enough of it still for the side? No, he hasn't, because what am I thinking about? That's a 9 ball, that's not the cue ball. What's he got here? Not a lot.
This is this you got to really cut because it's going to want to throw into the 6. This is one of those shots where you got to cut a lot more than it looks. Oh,
well,
he
cue ball got in the way.
He got the cue ball coming back.
Well, that'll do when it's finished.
Yeah, you could take a shot at this bank. If the 6 wasn't there, it's really a pretty easy bank. He may try to cut this up the rail.
Yeah, I think he's going to take the cut on, or is he? No, he's
going to play safe, and I like that because that was nice, simple, easy, safe. He didn't quite get there, but it was the right shot. He played the right shot. He just didn't get there. Tommy's going to play this kind of wishy-washy safe. I don't really like that, and he didn't get there anyways. So you got some choices here. The choice is, do I thin this and come back behind the 10, or do I try to move things a lot more than that, either with the 1 ball going up table or the cue ball going up table, and that's not going to do it. And those were your 2 options. I thought he could have played something with the 1 ball going up table might have been better. But, the thing is a lot of guys, since they haven't practiced those safeties, if they've got something where they're running the cue ball off an object ball, they're pretty comfortable with it. But when they get the kind of shot where you're kind of like banking that 1 ball and only taking a little piece of it to bank it at a real thin cut angle, guys in VP don't shoot that a lot because it's an uncomfortable shot. They've never practiced it. But in real life, that's one of those shots you practice because that shot comes up all the time. I mean, it's a really crucial shot to play well. And it's a tricky shot because you don't have to miss the angle by much to sell out.
This is a bit tricky. This where he's stuck with the 3 ball.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to force follow. I think the cue ball is going to hit again. Oh, it didn't.
He's got
that was a good shot. He got the cue ball past it. That was a pretty cool shot there.
The 1 bonus there as well is he didn't pot the 3 as well because that gives him a shot to get to the 6. Shouldn't have a problem getting on the 7. He really wants to be in on the rail on this 7 if he can.
It's looking like 7-5 here.
And well, that's enough angle to go forward and let it spin a little or stun it out. And he's just needs to slow up a bit here. Well, that's right enough, Bill. If you give enough opportunities with balls that are in the open. Coldest Pillow's good enough to be running them out, so you want to be preventing that as much as you can. Hence why he's in the lead. So 2 in it. Coldest Pillow now. Looking for another good break to just keep the pressure on. But this has gone dry. It's gone safe though. Well, if you push out down table here, you're in serious trouble. So Tommy's got enough sense not to do that. In fact, he's going to be playing again immediately, yeah. I think his intention was to leave an edge of the one, but he's actually completely left a hook, so that's why he's playing again. Oh, just missed it by a fraction. So that backfired on Tommyy because he was leaving the edge and didn't come out far enough and was immediately going to get put back in. And there could be an attempt at a 3 foul here. Because these balls are sitting good for a 3 foul. But it's got to be a good solid second snooker if that's what Coldest Pillow's looking for.
I gotta take a call.
Well, he's scratching his head here trying to work something out. I mean, it doesn't look difficult to get it safe, but that was terrible. That was really poor where he was sitting. And if Tommyy can spin away here and miss the bump in the 5, that might be too heavy. He might have left a combo. I think he has. So that's just as bad as Coldest Pillow. I mean, that 1 ball came into play, and then of course the 7 balls hanging for a combo. Oh dear, but it's all gone wrong. A bit of a sigh of relief for Tommyy there. But it's still not a disaster as long as Coldest Pillow doesn't do anything that's going to bump the 2, because the two's going nowhere fast. I mean, it will go past the 9, but you've got to get there to play that 2 past the 9, so he doesn't want to be banging balls here. Well, he hasn't hit the 9, so at least it leaves Tommyy with work to do, especially also looking at where the 3 ball is. So this ain't on the scoreboard this rack with ball in hand. No way. And let's have a look. Well, the 3 isn't going past the 8, so. And this could catch the 9 at this angle, try to cut it. Yeah, well, I think looking at the way he caught that, I don't think he played the pot. I think he was playing to try and keep it safe, which again might be the right thing to do, considering where he finished. He was never potting the 3.
All right, so
the 6 ball looks a bit in the way to me for the line that you maybe want to try and take. I mean, it's a big target, that 2 ball, though. I think, yeah, he found the line. And again, Tommyy should have him in trouble here. Can make the angle. Even just, if he slips it over to the short rail, the only thing he doesn't want to do is leave an easy shot where Coldest Pillow can just roll through and stick him on something. So the missed call, Coldest Pillow might put Tommyy back in here I presume he can put them back in. You don't have to play this table as it is. I'm right enough. Now that could be a mistake. Oh, it isn't. Well, he can kick it in, but the cue ball's going nowhere near the 3. This is going to be running up table if he hits it hard enough. Well, he's trying his best to leave himself some sort of shot in the 3, and the 3 does go past the 8 now. So this is vital for Tommy to get back within 1. I'm sure it. Let's have a look what it's like in the potting angle from that side. And, well, he used all of the pocket. Needs to keep rolling. And that'll do. So now, he's going to just stop the cue ball past the parallel line with the 10 ball. And leave that cut in the 9. And he'll be out into the table. The wrong angle, though. What am I talking about? He's on the 8. He needs to watch the 10. In fact, he's playing it ultra safe, keeping it below the 9. Well, again, this is now good for Tommy. He will be breaking next rack with a chance to tie the match. And the 4 ball goes in. But again, he can't get a simple starter with this bloody 1 ball. It must be frustrating. But again, easy to tuck away the cue ball, but he's bumped 8 the wrong side and stayed there. And this might turn on its head straight away here. Coldest Pillow can leave some sort of angle in the 2. He'll be able to get out and across to open up that shot to the 3. Now, this isn't what he wanted, though. He's dead straight. And trying the old VP4 hit and hope draw shot. He didn't get lucky. I don't think he had many options there, to be honest with you, with the line that he had. But this is exactly what Tommy wanted. A ball in hand opportunity to square the match.
Well, have I missed anything? It looks like Tommy's catching up.
Well, he's had ball in hand now here to tie the match up. He really wants to leave the cue ball more or less where the 6 ball is, so he's just cutting that in, and the cue ball at worst is going to come across and bump the 10. In fact, he won't be near that because he's got a better angle than that. And of course,
I take it the way these players are talking that Coldest Pillow's been getting better.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, look at that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, because they're singing his praises, so I'm assuming he's improved.
Well, I don't play much VP4 to know that. Them that do play in tournaments and that against him will tell you that that cut on the 7 ball, the cut in the 9 ball that Bill and Matt had, that's catching players out once or twice.
Play this off the 10 ball, and that's a pretty good shot. And the 10 is not quite a blocker, so I mean, you can certainly make this 7. See if you can get the line on this. You got 2 chances, either off the rail or directly onto it. This is one you can't hit too terribly hard.
Yeah, he's found the wrong line
at all. Yeah.
Coldest Pillow beat Larry, Bill, and Spectre Don in a 10-ball tourney today. Well, there you go. Now,
And it was a non-handicap tournament?
This is just straightforward, or stun it off the rail and out, whatever line you're happy with. And this is a perfect line, I think, just to come back, is it? Let me have a look. No, he's not. He can just stun it and kill it or run forward again, whichever you're comfortable with to get there. So now we've got a match on. Been a long while, but we've got there. Well, it was handicap.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does say something, the fact that he won, but, you know, he wasn't getting a huge handicap. He got 1 game against Larry. He got 2 games against Bill. He got 2 games against Spectre Don. So, you know, I mean, I can see what Bill's saying. I mean, you still got to play. You know, you think, oh, I'm getting a game. Trust me, I played that Hard Times tournament for a long time where, you know, I was getting a spot of 1 game against the champions. And let me tell you what, that 1 game isn't very much. You got to play to win. To give you an idea what a 1 game spot's equivalent to from a really good player in a race to 7, that's like getting the 8 ball. Maybe a little bit more. I mean, it just depends. It could be the 7, could be the 8, but it's not very much weight. You know, it's because, and it's less than that against a player that's not very good, because a player that's not very good is going to give you a lot of opportunities. But yeah, I'd say maybe it's worth 1 game's about equivalent to the 8 ball in a race to 7.
Oh, the yawning started already. What time is it? Well, it's not quite 7:30, but it's usually about that time it kicks in.
Well, Bill, I mean that's an interesting discussion. I've done both lots of times, and you know, most of the time when I've given up weight, especially a lot of it's been multiple money balls. The thing is when you give up games, you know, the guy's already won those games, and I think it depends on how you're playing. If you can keep the guy off the table for the most part, then you're a lot better off giving up the money balls. If you're letting the guy to the table and letting him swing at him, then
that's a good shot. Apart from the fact if he'd actually potted it, he'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, it's a better safety than it was a good shot. I mean, this is a pretty tough hit there.
Here's a surprise. Tommy's got a supporter in the crowd, which looks a very German name to me. Tommy being German, obviously. Linda. Now, how do you pronounce that? Is that Linda Gruschel?
That's what my guess would be. Gruschel. But, you know, English is my second language.
Well, that's the same for every American. Gruschel. Oh, I never noticed you there, Tam. Are you fit and healthy now, Tam?
Oh, look at this shot. Hope it doesn't scratch. Oh, he hit the 4. You know, the thing is with that kind of shot, that's such a hard shot because it's at least 50% if you do hit the 1, you're going to scratch.
I wonder if that's Tommy's better half that's in the crowd, or maybe it's his fancy woman, or his fancy Fräulein, as they would say in Germany.
His fancy Fräulein. I don't know. But I'm sure you'll do a good job of pissing her off for Tommy. Tommy's going to be like, Hugh, what did you say to her?
It's the other half.
Oh, it's his wife. Yeah, that's going to even be better.
Oh, it's the Führer, is it?
You're gonna have him sleeping on the couch. He's definitely headed towards the couch.
I've never noticed. I must have been out that night.
Oh man. Hugh, you're brutal.
Well, Tommy got himself back on par, but it looks as if he's going to be trailing by 2 at the wrong end of the match.
Yeah. Well, I am impressed with how Coldest Pillow's playing. He's definitely gotten better. You know, one thing is he plays at a nice pace, and he pots balls well. I mean, he makes some cue ball mistakes, but he needs to put a little right English on this. Well, he's just going to dink it. Turn the cue ball loose, got a good bump, and it looks dry.
Right, well, 1 on to the 8.
This game's going down to the wire. It's going to be hill.
I think this has got to be very dead weight to keep the 1 there, so he can still get to it.
Well, he just hit a little on the left side of the 8. He can make this. He's not going to try to, and that's not very good. He left the edge of it. What's he doing here? Just going to double kiss for sure.
Steve, you broke the 10-ball break. Customer's always right, says Semi-Pro.
I broke the 10-ball break. Why? Because you can't break? Cobra thinks it's fine.
Oh, they're still back in the building. Not for long, though.
Well, this is actually pretty good here because it should come off the 3 and go over towards the 2.
Oh, that went off the wrong side of the 3 there. Oh, the 3's got in as well.
It was going to go off that side.
Was he trying to? I thought he was maybe trying to go off the other side of the 3.
No, he wanted to go off that side of the 3. It was natural to do that, but I think he put spin on it too, which he didn't need in that situation.
Uh-oh.
Besides the fact he missed the ball. No. Yeah, you can play this off the rail. Well, I'm not sure what he's doing here. Probably a blastola.
Bill says, just wondering, I have 5 days of rain here for some miracle. If you win, we could set our match.
Who's he talking to?
I think he's talking to Cobra. Well, this is a must for Tommy. Oh, that's bad. That is really bad. Why didn't he go around the corner and out the other side?
Man, he's still okay, though.
I mean,
the ball's going to go up table for the 6. He really just has to make this with reasonable speed. It's going to be on the 6.
Now, how's he going to finish? Little bump. That'll do.
He's going to get lucky is what he's going to do.
Little bump. But he should never have been there in the first place. He should have been out the back, the other side.
Yeah. Well, Tommy's just really struggled today. Maybe he's nervous because the wife's watching.
Yeah, that won't help.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rain out west there lately. A lot of rain in California.
Are they still digging bodies out the snow over there, or is it cleared up? Is it thawing out a bit?
It's starting to get warmer. It's warm here today. It was 68, 69 here today.
So now we break back with Tommy.
You know, it's gonna be hill. You can just see the way this whole match has gone. It's gonna come down to that.
This is dry. It's dry with a dodgy cut either way in the one. This cue ball's going to be running into traffic if he's cutting into the side, I would think. The trouble is that if he hits a ball up table there, he could end up rolling along the short rail and hooked in the two ball. And he's got out of it, and he's going to be good. Well, that couldn't have worked out any better.
And that couldn't have worked out any worse.
Oh dear. That's the semi-pro wiggle.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't. It was a little unlucky, but you know, he did run into the ball. He's in control of that cue ball, but it was a little unlucky the way they ran up together.
That's how the match ebbs and flows. Tommy breathing down Coldest Pillow's neck. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, he's left it on though.
I'll tell you what, I've gotten some rolls you wouldn't believe. I'm playing at Augusta. I haven't missed a ball. Let's see. I played 5 matches without missing a ball, and the last one against Stevie Moore, who's a pro. I beat Stevie Moore 5-0, and I get up against Josh Roberts, and I'll have to show you the roll that I got against me. I didn't miss a ball against him and lost 5-2, and it was all because of one bad roll. That's really depressing when you start losing matches. Well, you don't miss a ball and you get one bad roll.
Now, this is just a wee bit dodgy here on how he finishes in the 6. He wants to be, if he's straight, then he can, yeah, he is, yeah, so he can just come back. He's going to
come straight back. This looks a lot like Ty Squirrel.
He needs to slow up. He needs to slow up, though. He's gone to that spot.
Oh boy, that's the one place you didn't want to end up. You could be high on it. You didn't want to be low. So he's going to play the bank, and this is all or nothing shot here.
Is that what he's called into the side?
Yeah, he's called the bank. And it's a nothing shot. So you would think Coldest Pillow can win from here. We'll see what he decides to do with the cue ball. Is he going to dink this or run it? In VP, you dink this. In real life, you'd run this. Not too many guys are going to want to dink this in real life. It's just too unreliable. And that hurts.
He's feeling the pinch now.
Well, that hurts. So it looks like Tommy will be... Tommy's going to be even with him, and it's going to be a race to 4.
Well, Matt can't play Saturday, I don't think, Bill. I think, but Matt's already told me that.
I just sent out an email or a message/email, and Brain fell out's already responded. Preacher, he says he can play. I wonder if I should put Preacher in. Nah, I'm probably going to leave him out, put him in the next week. Because I got to leave Chimpy in. He didn't lose last week. That's kind of how it goes. The guy that didn't lose. Let's see.
That's not necessarily true, Steve. Because I wasn't intended playing.
Well, I've got a rule on my team. If you win all your matches, then you play again the next week, unless you can't. So I've got Chimpy, Brain fell out, and Bedhead in the lineup. That's what it will be unless somebody can't.
It lasts a couple of hours, Bill, unless Steve's playing, and then you can be here all night.
No. That was the only reason that one match took so long, because it was Bobby.
Bobby getting the blame. Bobby Barris.
Well, wait till you play him and you'll see. I mean, he's very slow, and the problem is like if you run out all the time, then it's not so bad because he doesn't get to play much. But you know, with me missing all these balls, it's like torture. Every time you miss a ball, you got to watch him. So, yeah, he's slow. So yeah, and that was the only match of mine that went slow. Was the first one. Don't you give me a hard time.
I mean that would be that would be a good idea, Bill.
Yeah, I mean league will be over by 3, no problem. It's 3 races to 9 you have to play.
Plus that gives you plenty of table time to warm up for the match as well.
Of course, you guys are playing Bobby's team. Let's see if he's in the lineup. He is. So you're going to have to play Bobby. But you run out a lot, Bill, so it won't be as big a problem for you.
Yeah, but Bobby's going to get in 5 and out. It will be a big problem for Bill. It'll be a big problem for Larry as well.
Yeah, but that helps make it quick too. I think it's the slowest match with your team against them would probably be Tam. Cobra wins his match. So who's Cobra playing?
He's playing Christian. Are you talking about in the league or are you talking about the 10? Oh, you are talking about the 10 ball. He's playing Christian. So Cobra's going to be coming through that match unless he has an absolute nightmare.
You would think. If he can stay off the gin, he might.
Well, now, is this Tommy in the front for the first time?
Well, don't you go jinxing him, Hugh. I know what kind of power you have.
Yeah, I think we're right, Bill. I think we're right. And again, it's happening at the right time because Tommy's breaking next rack.
Yeah, Tommy's got a chance to really put the hurt on him if he breaks and runs out here.
And I don't think exactly Tommy's break's been working that great tonight either. He's just doing the centre break each time, but that's 4 balls going in. 9 balls hanging. 1 ball's not going anywhere, I don't think. But he should have Coldest pillow in some sort of trouble unless he's... What the hell's he calling here? Off the 8 ball. He's calling off the 8 ball.
Yeah, that's not
which
a
is not a bad idea.
You know, it's a little tricky. You can't just blast this. You know, there's speed involved in this. You know, speed and where you hit the 8. This is not any kind of gimme shot, but it's certainly doable.
Yeah, it was well done. He played it excellent. And he's perfect in the 2, just a roll up to open up the 3.
And he didn't block the 5 ball. So this table's...
Well.
So we sing his praises and
unbelievable. Unbelievable that. I mean, I don't know.
Tommy's missed a lot of balls tonight. Well, I don't know what's going on with him, but this is not like Tommy.
Well, I mean, this should be punished if he can just slide back across the table. He's going to have to tweak this cue ball a bit, though.
Yeah, just a little bit of right English, and it's all speed. It's just, you know, you always take this to the far rail, and something like this
needs to bounce.
Yeah. You know what though? If you come up a little short, that's still okay because it's natural to get on the 5. This is easy.
Sneak out behind the 6. Oh dear. Hang on. We're at it. The craziness has started.
Oh boy, this is like. Bill, is this bringing back bad memories?
Yeah, up and down, up and down.
This is like Bill and Matt. Wow. How do you miss that 3-ball? Well, I think you got to hit this easy and shoot the 5 on the side.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hit this too good. He just wants to. That's perfect. That is perfect. That is absolutely spot on. He couldn't have played that any better. Now he's got to follow it up. So 7-9 combo shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I would have been able to do that, semi-pro. Bill's been in medication since that match. He's been popping pills for the last 3 days. Oh, I heard some sort of mumble there, Steve. I think your voice activated to talk thing's gone a bit doolally there. Yeah, you're breaking up, Steve. Oh yeah, you're going pear shape. You're going to need a restart on Discord.
Ah, shit. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, now you sounded okay there, but I think it needs a refresh.
Is it okay now?
No, it's okay now. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what happened. It was just that statement I was trying to make. That stuff sticking with you. When you win a tournament, the glow lasts about a day. I'll win a tournament. If I win I could win a tournament, win 3,000, 5,000, whatever. But pretty good money. And the glow lasts about 1 day. For 1 day, I'm like, I got a smile on my face. I think I'm just the greatest thing that's ever lived. And then the next day, that's all gone.
Yeah, as soon as you get back on the table.
Don't even have to get back on the table. It's just gone the next day. The glow lasts a day. That's how it is for me, anyways.
Right, now this 3-ball is going to, it's likely to end up in the short rail here, this 3-ball, so he's got to bump this and...
Well, you've either got to hit this real good and soft or...
He's played it inside. That was clever because he knew that if he played it inside the 9, it was going to go in and hold the 3, so again, that's just thinking about where that ball's going to end up and how to prevent it doing what I was talking about. I think you're going again, Steve. You're sounding dodgy again. Uh-oh. I think he's going to bump the 8. But Tommy, 5 balls away from being on the hill. Uh-oh. Well, no sooner have I said that than I've jinxed him. Would you believe it? Oh, dear. Oh, no. You're gone, Steve. You need to do a restart. Oh, dear. And Coldest Pillow's at it even worse. Yeah. I wonder if he's left to come back in because he's...
No, I did a restart.
You done it now?
I already did it. I did it, and it still was bad.
I
don't know what's going on.
It must be a connection contact support.
Yeah.
That's a standard answer.
Well, I moved my mic a little closer. I'm not eating now. Maybe that'll help.
That's what it is, yeah. Well, Coldest Pillow's had a chance. Tommy's had a chance. Tommy's got another chance. And he's going to make the 6-ball easier for Coldest Pillow.
Yeah, but this is not a gimme cut here. He's going to shoot at this probably, and you got to watch the cue ball path there too. It could hit the side pocket titty.
Oh, just
he hit it thick.
Now what's he done? He's left the edge. He's left the edge.
So
now, you're going inside. You're going inside the 8-ball up the rail, aren't you? Just past it like that. That's perfect.
That was well done there. That's a touchy little shot.
It must be a system.
Of course, Mark shows up for that.
Yeah. Well, I said it before. Tommyy should be on the hill, but then that put my foot right in it.
Well, Tommy's going to be on the hill here. I don't have the same power you do to screw people up.
No.
When I say it, it means nothing. When you say it, it's like the end of the world.
Well,
Don't ever say the world's going to end tomorrow, Hugh, because it probably will.
Just needs to slow up. Needs to slow up. That'll do it.
So Tommy's on the hill and Tommy's braking. So that's kind of the ideal situation.
Well, I suppose you could sum this match up by they made lots of mistakes, but Tommyy made one or two fewer in the end. If it comes to it,
hey,
because
speaking of me breaking stuff, have any of you numbskulls played Honolulu like I asked?
No, I haven't. 2 balls gone.
Am I just going to set the tournament and then we hope it works?
Probably. Because I can guarantee none of the guys watching. You know why? Because I've totally forgotten about it. That's why.
I asked yesterday, play Honolulu.
Because it gets in one ear and out the other.
I screwed up 10 ball and that was an easy change. You can imagine what Honolulu is going to be like.
No, nobody remembered that Honolulu's been set up and with the new settings, and nobody's remembered to test it.
Well,
that
was a fairly complex change. No, we're doing Honolulu next because I just went through the effort to make it so that we could play a world championship with it.
Yeah, you know
that's what you guys said you wanted.
You know what would really annoy Steve? He sets up the world championship and only 3 people sign up. That would really annoy him.
That's why we're not doing one pocket. I would like to do billiards. I think billiards would be great because can you imagine the pressure coming down the stretch in billiards? Can you imagine the pressure there is? Because the thing about billiards scoring is that, and it looks like Coldest Pillow is going to get back within a couple. The thing about billiards that makes it tough is the way bowling scoring works. Is the scoring goes in innings of 3. So when you've got 3 frames put together, that's what gets your score. So there's a lot of pressure to continue to do good 3-frame groups because you can't shoot high scores unless you do. And the pressure in billiard, it's very deceiving when you look at, you think, oh, I just make these balls and this and that, but there's tremendous pressure. The mistakes will cost you a lot more because of how the scoring goes.
I still think you should be running 300 and out each time.
Let me tell you what, there's going to be a lot of pressure on players if we play billiards. It's not that easy.
That's overcut. And
he's going to get lucky. He's going to get lucky.
Yeah.
Coldest Pillow's got to be crying on his cold pillow right now.
Well, I agree with you because it's one that we haven't done. We
haven't done Honolulu either. We're doing Honolulu next because I just put the effort into changing it. It wasn't that easy a fix.
Blame Bill for bringing it up. Semi-Pro says billiards is easy. Right. Write that down. Right, because first of all, Semi-Pro is going to sign up to play the billiards tournament, and we're going to bring it up in commentary each time that billiards is easy.
Mr. 147, who hasn't won a snooker world championship, thinks billiards is easy.
Yeah, big breaks for show, winning the tournament for the dough. That's my saying each time. Doesn't matter how many big breaks you get, if you can't do the business when it matters, it counts for nothing.
There's a lot of pressure on billiards. It's because I'll tell you why it's so hard, because it all comes down to being super consistent. I mean, you not only have to play well, but you have to play consistently well to shoot good scores. And remember, it's match play. So you get against somebody that, throws down like a 280 or something like that. I mean, missing one ball could cause you to lose.
Well, in that case, then, Semi-Pro, you're vying for the favourite for the title, then. straight off the bat.
Hey, how many 147s have you won? I'm going on. Well, that's an interesting prediction. That match between Spec and Albin, neither one of them are breaking good, so they've both got to fix that, especially Spec. The other part of it is that Spec just doesn't move anywhere near as Albin does, kicking and playing safe. So Albin's got a huge advantage in that area. So I will be surprised if Spec beats Albin. I'm not saying it can't happen because Spec's a good player, but
I like that typo by Bill. Set Honolulu in Bollards. Bollards would be a good game. Where you've got, that's what it is. It's like what's that game they play? They play a game in some of the English pubs where you've got skittles on the table and the pool table. What is it you call it again? Bar billiards.
Okay, semi-pro. So you've got 70 147s, and how many snooker world championships have you won?
0.
So does it really matter how many 300s you've run in billiards? I mean, come on.
Well, talking about winning, Tommy, is just
if Albie breaks, poor Spec wins. Well, how do you figure that when Spec doesn't move anywhere near as good as Albin does? Because they both run out good.
No, I mean, billiards is about breaking decent to keep the balls open to start with, so you don't have to break stuff up.
We're not talking about how difficult is it to shoot a high score in billiards and Tommy wins the match. What we're talking about is how difficult it is to beat your opponent, because everybody's playing the same games. If you've got to shoot like better than 260 to beat a good player, that's a lot of pressure.
Right, so we have, where the hell is that in the bracket?
Well, Coldest Pillow made a good run at it. Obviously, he's getting better.
Right, so Tommy's now through to play the winner of Larry and Quagmire. I'm saying that Larry's going to come through that fairly comfortably. So it's a next step up for Tommy as well. So let's just refresh everything here about what's happening so that I get it right this time, because I didn't earlier on. If we look top to bottom, in round 4 we have Mr. Fox against Bullabog. Further down from that we've got Albinario Spectre Dawn.
Yep.
And then we have Stubb and Acero still to arrange their time. Again, it's probably going to be a One Pocket Slim or Steve time, more than likely. In fact, I'm hedging my bets, it's definitely going to be that. The next round 4 match is Vince Says against Interchange X, which had to be rescheduled. It was meant to be played this afternoon, my time. That was the one I was looking forward to today, but
yeah, that was rescheduled. And there has been a proposal sent, but we do not have we don't have a date yet.
Right, one loss side, top to bottom. We've got Cobra against Christian, and that's at 2 p.m. whenever that date is. Is that Saturday? So Cobra should come through there, and it'll be Cobra Bill. And then down from that, we have Chiku Spud Boy. Chiku would be a strong favourite for that. He should come through that match. He will then play his Eric, and that could end up being a fairly close match, that.
Yeah, look at that 13-12. I didn't see that match. You told me it was a good one. His Eric and Sergarish.
I don't think I saw that either. Did I stream that? I don't think I did. I think... What?
Somebody was telling me about that match.
Who did I don't think I streamed that. Somebody will tell me I did, but I can't remember it. Then further down from that, we've got One Pocket Slim up against Semi-Pro, which has been set. And below that, we have Quagmire and that was the one I mentioned earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, so that's where we are. If we confirm everything on the schedule, we have Larry Quagmire, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll be there for that, but I'm thinking that could be a bit of a bloodbath. I don't like streaming bloodbaths, but we've got Spud Boy and Chiku supposedly playing at midnight Thursday, my time. That would be like 7 p.m. Eastern. Cobra Christian is on Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Well, Cobra's. It could be another bit of a bloodbath. I think Christian will do well to get 2 racks off Cobra, unless Cobra starts gifting stuff. Slim against Semi-Pro, that's a hard call between the two. Semi-Pro is going to be the favourite at 7 p.m. Sunday evening. I'll be there for that one. And then another big one, Albinario Spectre Dawn, 8:30 next Tuesday. So a week tonight. I will be there for that one. I'm looking forward to that, because that's Spectre Dawn could come of age if he can take, Cobra out and take Albinario out, in the winner's side and stay in there. That's the big test for him against Albie, because Albie's going to move the ball good. His touch is good. When it comes to the safety side of it and the tactical side of it, Albinario should have the advantage. And that's what it all looks like in paper. Whether it turns out like that's a different thing. But as we've mentioned, the two of these guys, for the level of player they are, the brakes are crap. They haven't found anything that works. And it'll be interesting to see if they've actually worked on it between their last matches, and they've had enough practice at it to maybe see if they've found a way that something works. Here's hoping they do. But then again, that makes the match fun as well. So some good matches lined up to follow. So next one is going to be tomorrow. I'll be hanging around for that, and I'll be there for the big one as well next week. So hopefully you can join us.
By the way, Semi-Pro, before I forget, I'm probably not going to be around on Sunday. So you are the co-captain. So if there's a lineup change or something needs to be done, Preacher says he could play. So either you or Preacher is going to have to go in if somebody doesn't show up.
Yeah, well, I've got Larry and Bill as co-captains, so if anything happens, then they can tweak it if they need to.
Semi-Pro wants to bet on spec. Yeah, on Saturday, League Saturday. I probably will not be there for League, so if something needs to be changed, you're going to have to do it. You're co-captain.
Oh, Slim streamed that match. You're right enough, Bill. I didn't think it was me that did it.
I'll tell you what, Surga Rush is getting better. He could be a factor in the future in these world championships. His game is improving.
Yeah, I think him and Coldest Pillow are. I mean, I'm talking about comparing Coldest Pillow with them. I think they're fairly even. The two of those. That's the sort of level those guys are at. But they need a bit of work to move to that next level. And again, that'll happen. It'll either happen or it won't happen through a matter of time. The more the big tournaments they play in, the more experience that they get, and the more they learn.
Can I quote that as the wise Scotchman? Scotchman, I call him a Scotchman.
Don't say Scotch, for God's sake.
It'll either happen or it won't.
Well,
what words of wisdom that is.
Aye, but by that I mean it's whether they work on it or not. You know what I mean? It's whether they absorb information.
It just sounded funny.
Right.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
What else was I going to say? I can't think of anything.
Well, someone hang on.
Oh, aye, that's what I was going to say.
Question. So right now, we've got confirmation from Brain fell out. He can play. Preacher is available, although he's not in the lineup right now. So I haven't heard from Bedhead or Chimpy yet. But I'll hopefully, guys, when you reply, do a reply all so everybody can see it. Brain fell out did. Preacher did not. So when you reply to this thing, reply all so the whole team can see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my words of wisdom for the day. Reply all.
Right.
Uh-oh, we're getting nuked.
Right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for Steve's company.
Take
care. Get practicing and testing the, what do you call it, Honolulu?
Honolulu, yep.
set up a match, and you can let us know whether it's working okay. And we'll see you later. So take care and good night,
guys.
See you later.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Good night, ladies.